The rise of private hire vehicles and ride-sharing apps have transformed millions of people's lives across the world.
Those of us who once depended entirely on public transport can now enjoy the safety, comfort and convenience of private hire.
All this innovation has created new forms of self-regulation, like rating systems. These vet drivers and passengers without the need for heavy-handed legislation.
But despite this, there's been a worldwide backlash against sharing platforms like Uber and Lyft.
This is unfair to customers and especially unfair to drivers in the private hire sector.
Ride-sharing apps are cheaper because they use new technology to cut through unnecessary red tape. They also slash fares and give consumers more choice. But the sad truth is that many of the existing regulations exist to protect the taxi industry and no one else.
Our taxi industry is a heavily protected sector. Black cab drivers alone enjoy perks like the ability to use bus lanes and pick up passengers without a pre-booking.
At the same time, would-be drivers face serious barriers to entry.
All cabbies are required to complete a rigorous test called the Knowledge, memorising over 300 routes in a process that takes, on average, 4 years.
That's longer than most university degrees.
But the industry doesn't have to be like this.
Rather than trying to crack down on the growth of new private hire business models, we should be deregulating the taxi market across the board.
We need a one-tier system of regulation that reflects the realities of today's economy.
And we should reduce the current restrictions on the number of black cabs on the road.
Where these have been abolished, from Ireland to New Zealand, consumers have benefited from lower fares, shorter waiting times and a diverse, high-quality taxi market.
Most importantly of all, we should remove taxi privileges and treat black cab drivers and private hire operators as equal players in this city.
Black cabs have their advantages. Passengers benefit from the cabbie's detailed knowledge of London and an iconic and stylish aesthetic. But at the end of the day, it's the passengers who make that choice.
Our current regulatory system gives black cabs an unfair advantage that's totally at odds with what 21st century passengers want.
Britain's taxi industry must be opened up in order to boost competition and innovation. It's time those restrictive practices went the way of the hansom cab.
To learn more about taxi deregulation and the sharing economy, download our new paper, Hire Authority, at www.iea.org.uk.